We're going to go ahead and jump in there right now with Tony Jones, former Tennessee assistant basketball coach, who is
Hey, Hook. I gotta correct you on that. I was
yes.
never the assistant. I was always the associate head coach.
I'm sorry, the associate head coach. Apologize for that.
Yeah.
And I actually think I've done that before. What is the deal with you and Sterl? Because I saw Sterl last night at the game, and you guys look like you're like 32 years old.
You know what? Sterl the Pearl is my guy. I love him, and he's so energetic. And you know what? To be honest with you, I didn't even know that he was a quarterback for the University of Tennessee till about 2 or 3 months ago. That he played at UT. I was like, what does this guy do? And I've known Sterl for a long time, but I just, the electrons never came together.
Yeah, well, he didn't play a lot. He was more like Zach Turner than Chris Austin. Is that wrong?
Hey, or Stephen Pearl.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff. All right, let's get rolling with Tennessee's basketball team. I'm going to make a statement, and you tell me if you agree or disagree with it. I think that Tennessee, we thought, could be led by one scorer in Chaz Lanier. He was going to step in, just take over for Dalton Connect, no problem. And then some of us thought 3 good scorers in Dubar and Milicic. Now, I think this team's best option is to be tough, physical, play great defense. And that sounds like a Rick Barnes team. What do you think?
I agree. I think that's the recipe to success. I mean, they didn't do it against Vanderbilt on Saturday down at McMorrow Gym. They did it at home against Georgia. They did it last night against Mississippi State. They held them to 33% from the field, 30 from 3. Mississippi State with Chris Jans was coming in with a physical nature and to play inside-out basketball. But Tennessee kind of took them out of what they do. And then, Chaz came through and scored 23 points. He scored 17 against Vandy. So he's averaged 20 points over the last couple games, which is productive and positive for the Vols.
Tony, I'm going to present something to you that would probably make a basketball coach's head explode, but I want to do it, which is that I agree with you, and I know that if any coach would love the way this Tennessee team plays defense, and they play amazing defense. However, when it gets into March, my concern is I've always felt that in that 6-game NCAA tournament stretch, if you're a defensive-minded team, but you let your offense come and go, you're going to get got by somebody in March. And right now, doesn't Tennessee look like they let their offense come and go? And isn't that dangerous?
Well, yeah, that could be problematic, especially in a one-and-done situation. They have to, be able to, like you earlier alluded to, have multiple guys that could step up. If Chaz is out or in foul trouble, say the Illinois game down in Champaign-Urbana, when both of those guys, Chaz and ZZ, got into foul trouble, and, you got a guy like Gainey stepped up, Cade Phillips stepped up, D. Stone played well that particular game. If you can get guys playing complementary basketball on the offensive end, then you can win some of those games where, the other team is shooting really, really, really well. The game against Vanderbilt had 4 guys in double figures. That was good. But Gainey only had 5 off the bench, and D. Stone only had 3 off the bench, only had 8 points off the bench. So level of consistency, and that's going to be a prerequisite to make a long tournament run.
Go ahead, Caleb. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, how close is this team, would you say, to being able to make sure they have enough scorers to where every single night they're going to be able to make sure they score at a high clip because somebody's at least going to be on?
Well, you know what? It's a crapshoot. I heard the announcers talking about yesterday. I was supposed to go to the game, but a little bit under the weather, and the weather was super cold. So I said, hey, I'll watch it on ESPN2. Appreciate Tennessee for basketball program for giving me 2 tickets to every game. That's something I really hate. But the thing is that what was the question that you asked again? My mind started going on different directions.
No, that's fine. I was saying, how close would you say this team is to being able to consistently have a productive offense every night because somebody is always going to be on?
Yeah, you got in the rotation. Gainey is obviously D-Stone has come up lately with some really good games. Cade Phillips, in my estimation, has been consistent all year. Who knows if Bishop or be that next guy that they can put in the rotation. But basically you got what you got. You got Chaz, you got ZZ, you got Milicic, and those guys need to, put up double digits.
Oh, I think we may have lost Tony. Let's see if we can bring him back in here. Let's get him right back. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. The wild card, yep. Tony, you were saying the wild card was?
Yep. It's Jamal Mayshak. I mean, on a consistent.
Oh, man, we're having connection issues. Jamal Mayshak, your thoughts on how important he is. We'll get reconnected with Tony. Go ahead, Caleb.
Jemai Mayshak. I mean, I think he's huge. If Jemai Mayshak can actually be an offensive threat, then Tennessee's where they need to be. Okay, we got him now, I think.
Yeah, but that's not – do we really think that – we don't think that Jemai Mayshak is actually going to be an offensive threat, do we, Tony? Or is that a possibility? Oh, now we lost your audio. Oh, man. Dude, click like. No audio. Yeah, click like and subscribe if you would like to hear from Tony. We'll see about getting that worked out. It's all right, Caleb. We'll work it out. All right, so let's bring Tony back. Tony, yeah, we got you now. I got you. Talk to me.
Okay. With Jamal, he's very good at cutting to the basket, and ZZ finds him a lot. He cuts with a purpose, and if in three against Georgia, he hit a wide open three. If he can make one.
I'll tell you what. Let's move on. That's difficult. No, let's try it one more time. All right, we're gonna give this one more shot here, Tony. You look good now. All right, go.
Yeah, I mean, Jamal, he cuts with a purpose. He can get anywhere from 4 to 6 points a game off of that, and if he can knock down a three, and then if he can get out in transition, because he's a very good athlete, get out in transition, score a couple points there, then you got 10 points. And if you can get that type of productivity, then you got something going there.
All right, give me a preview of Bruce Pearl's basketball team from a guy that not only knows basketball, but that knows Bruce Pearl. What do you make of the Tigers?
They really believe in their coach. They are deep. They play well together. Tough. They're tough as nails, and it's going to be a challenge to go down into the plains and beat them. I mean, the jungle. It is indeed a jungle. It's the toughest place in the league to play right now because they got dudes, and in my estimation, they have the most talented coach in the league.
Wow. Let me ask you about the fight that they supposedly had on the plane. I don't think that's always a bad thing. Basketball players can't really fight. So they're not going to hurt each other. Sometimes you need that little rowdiness. For those that didn't hear, there was reportedly a bit of a tussle on the plane. But again, I think Tennessee could probably use a tussle from time to time.
Hey, it ended up allowing them to win the game against Houston. They went down to Houston and beat a ranked Houston team that was ranked above Auburn at that particular time. So I know those players. I talked to Bruce about it. He didn't really want to get into specifics, which I get. But he said, "Hey, Tone, it made our team closer, and they know that I'm not taking no stuff. This is a tough, close-knit organization. That's how it's going to be ran, and you can see how they've been playing. I mean, they're number one in the country. Their only loss is to number 2 Duke. at Cameron Indoor Stadium. It's a tough team. And everybody in the SEC is going to have to go catch them because they're playing really, really well now, even without John A. Broome.
So how do you beat this team?
You beat this team by holding them to less than 35% shooting from the field. You limit their transition baskets. You limit their second opportunity baskets, what we call second chance points, and you take care of the basketball. You don't turn it over. If you don't turn the ball over, the decent field goal percentage, hold them under what they're shooting and keep them off the glass, then you got a shot to win. Good luck.
Great stuff, buddy. We greatly appreciate your time, and we will visit with you next week. Have a blessed day, sir.
And I need one of those zip downs with the off the hook. That looked pretty sweet. That's something T. Jones could rock.
I can take care of that. We'll get you one. No problem. Will you wear it to the arena?
Oh, definitely I'll wear it to the arena.
Love this guy. All right, brother. I'll be in touch with you, man.